In this video, we're going to show you how to get your small VR rake ready for the field. We'll start with how to adjust hitch height in order to properly hook your rake up to your tractor. First, disconnect rake from your tractor. Then, use the jack to raise or lower tongue until the bottom of the tongue is 10 to 12 inches from the ground with a maximum of 12 inches from the ground. Then, remove hairpin and pins. Reposition the hitch as needed to match tractor drawbar height, even if it means inverting the hitch if needed. Secure hitch with pins and hairpin clips. Finally, hitch the rake to the tractor and verify the bottom of the tongue is still 10 to 12 inches off the ground. The second tip to get your small VR rake ready for the field is to evaluate your ground pressure. Your wheels should lightly touch the ground and turn as you move across the field. If you've ever experienced your wheels are too high or too low that they're digging into the soil, it's time to adjust the flotation or ground pressure. First, fully raise the toolbars and move the lock valve handles into the lock position. Make sure your rake is set at the initial recommended setting that you can find on this decal. If you're still experiencing issues, then it's time to adjust. If you want to reduce ground pressure, remove pin and position into a higher hole to raise tine wheels. If you want to increase ground pressure, position the pin in a lower hole to lower the tine wheels. Set pins on left and right sides to the same height to make sure you're creating a balanced windrow. When you're done in the field and it's time to transport, it's important to make sure your rake is properly folded to prevent the rake from possibly getting damaged. To physically raise and lower your rake wheels, use the hydraulically controlled tractor remote which can be found inside your tractor cab. Rotate handle parallel to lift cylinder for transport to the lock position. Before transporting or storing rake, fully raise toolbars and move lock valve handles to the lock position. These are just a few tips on how to get your small VR rake ready for the field. For more information, refer to your operator's manual.